Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Indulge me for a moment. I want to just tell you a little something that will become relevant as the video progresses. But look, part of the job I do involves going out and outreaching the homeless people. I'm involved with, I work for a drug and alcohol agency, and I'm involved with the homeless outreach side of things. Used to do the CJ, the criminal justice side, and I switched last year to the homeless outreach. So I was out at 5:30 this morning with a bloke from the council. We went around the city centre and the surrounding areas looking for homeless people, saying to them, come on down to such and such a place, get yourself something to eat and drink, and we'll try and find you some temporary accommodation. Obviously, we've had, sub-zero temperatures, and there's been one fatality in the last few weeks, which was, I don't think it was to do with the cold. I think it was drug and alcohol related. But anyway, the point is, I'm out 5:30 in the morning. We're looking for people, and then me and the guy I'm with, we happen to walk past Asda, and this was about 7 o'clock, and there's a queue of people outside. There's an awful lot of young people there, like teenagers. I said to the bloke I was with, I said, "What's all that about then? They're up early, aren't they? A bit early for school, isn't it?" He said, No. No, they're queuing up to go into Asda because they know that there's bottles of this drink, Prime, on the shelves. Asda have got some of this Prime drink. I think it's KSI. Is this a KSI thing? Oh, but they're queuing up to get this bottle of drink. I said, "What are you talking about? What bottle of drink? What's so special about it?" "Well, I don't know. It's called Prime, and it's a special drink." And these weren't young kids, by the way. These weren't 6, 7, 8-year-olds. These were teenagers. He said to me, "You watch it when those doors open. You watch." Sure enough, the doors open, and these kids, teenagers, they shot into that store, and they were running around the store looking for these bottles of this Prime drink. And I was thinking, has the world gone mad? The world's gone balmy. I know I'm knocking on a bit now. I'm in my mid-50s, but for Christ's sake. And then again, these aren't little kids. This isn't like little kids collecting Pokemon cards. These are teenagers, like young, you might say young adults, running around looking for this drink just because it's produced by a YouTuber or a couple of YouTubers. What's wrong with these people? Why am I mentioning this? Well, I'm mentioning this because Tommy Fury against Jake Paul is the boxing equivalent of that to me. Okay. Now, that's not to say that it's going to be a bad fight. If you've ever sat ringside, done the small hall circuit or leisure centres, whatever, you've sat there, you've watched, a couple of novices, they get it on. It can be a great 4-rounder. So it's not so much the idea of the fight itself. This isn't really about the fight. I couldn't care less about Tommy Fury and fighting Jake Paul. The video's not really about that. I'm not going to do a technical breakdown of it. From what I can tell, for what it's worth, it looks to me like they're just a pair of ranked novices. Jake Paul is taking the game more seriously. From the bits and pieces I've seen more of Tommy Fury than I have of Jake Paul. But it looks to me like Jake Paul is he's learning the trade better. You know what I mean? There are some shoots of a proper boxer emerging there, whereas Tommy Fury I don't know what the hell his game is. He looks absolutely awful whenever I've seen him, and I've seen a lot of his fights. He just looks terrible. I've seen white collar fighters who've never had a pro fight in their lives that do better than that. Anyway, I don't care who wins. I've no interest in it really. But, obviously I'm not going to pay for it. But that's the point I'm getting to, is that this fight, if you can call it that, I suppose you have to, is the equivalent of these kids running around a supermarket looking for bottles of this, whatever it is an energy drink, this Prime thing. This is the total sort of the insane stranglehold that social media seems to have on so many people, particularly younger people. And you might say, well, you've got an intellect channel. Yeah, but I'm not. I've got no pretensions about being a boxer, or this isn't my livelihood. This is just something I enjoy doing. I've got a modest little boxing channel, but you're talking about two ranked novices fighting each other getting paid millions, generating millions and millions of pounds. Is this going to be on pay-per-view? It probably is. Everything seems to be these days. I find the whole thing bizarre. And this is really what this video is about. I just had to get this off my chest because I find it absolutely insane. Tommy Fury and Jake, who gives a fuck about these people? If you're a boxing, I mean, what is the appeal? What am I missing? Why is Jake Paul famous anyway? I know, well, Tommy Fury's sort of famous because he was on Love Island and he's Tyson Fury's half-brother. But he can't fight. I've never seen him even hint at emulating anything, even approaching what his older brother is capable of. And like I say, Jake Paul looks like he's at least been training. He's at least been trying to learn the craft, the trade. I would imagine, from what I've seen, that Paul will win this fight probably by knockout, or certainly dominate Tommy Fury. But and apparently, I think this is a pay-per-view, isn't it? On BT Sport, is it? Look, if you thought Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora 3 was a shameless fleecing of the public, a rip-off of gargantuan magnitude, then that pales compared to this. And I tell you what, just as Chisora Fury 3 was a financial success, apparently, from the statistics I've read, I bet you this is as well. What are we who support quote-unquote real boxing doing wrong? How do we tap into whatever these guys have tapped into in order to make future generations of boxing palatable, at the very least, and preferably really appealing to the magnitude of these novices, these YouTubers, like the KSI thing. I didn't watch it, but that KSI thing, is it called Misfits? Sell out at the arena, 12 quid pay-per-view, and they made millions. I don't understand it anyway. So this video, I know it's a bit of a ramble, but I'm not making any apologies for that. If you can enlighten this old sod, please do. Please tell me what I'm missing. Yeah, anyway. If you like the channel, hit the subscribe button. Go on, it costs nothing. It takes a second to hit subscribe. Hit like. Even if you didn't like the video, hit like, please. Hey, I'm a YouTuber. Come on, you got to like me. Yeah, you'd think these guys were curing cancer, the amount of fans they've got. Anyway, I'm off to Asda to run around looking for a bottle of Prime. Thanks a lot for everything. And, oh, it's gone dark. What's happened here? Where's the light? Oh, that's better. Yeah, I'll catch you later. We've got some real boxing on at the weekend, so I'll do a video on that. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.